Let's have a conversation. Tell me what you think about the issues of the world. What kind of spice you wanna be? Tell me where you wanna travel. Do you believe in luxury? What's your hidden passion? What makes you so unique? Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, right?
That was just always how she kept me, and so
So fresh and so clean.
so fresh and so clean, not knowing that's what I would be doing growing up.
Isn't that
And so
something?
I went to FAM for a little bit and was an Epicurean modeling troupe, and so they enhanced my my skills and my wardrobe and how I should carry myself, and it was to the point that they taught us if we were going to the grocery store that we need to be on point.
Wow.
Never understood it until now, and it's so funny because that's what I tell my guys. Like, you can go anywhere, you got to make sure that you're on point. You don't know who you're going to see, who you're going to come in contact with. So it just was instilled in me from a young age to make sure you're always presentable.
Great advice. Great advice.
Very so.
So we're here at Nefertari's in the Lotus Room, and my special guest today is Mr. Marvin Boatman. Welcome, Marvin.
Thank you for having me.
So, Marvin, we've known each other for a few years now,
We have.
and I kind of came to know you through another Boatman creation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Originally from Tallahassee, born and raised.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I wasn't born here. I was born in Live Oak.
Oh, okay. Just up the road.
It's right up the road.
Uh-huh.
My parents are from Madison and Jasper.
Okay.
And so I was born in Live Oak, and then probably a year after that, my mom moved here. And we've been here ever since.
Okay. So, what high school?
I went to Leon.
Leon.
I went to TCC. I went to FAM for a second.
Okay.
But I didn't finish.
Okay, it's
But
all
yeah,
right.
Yeah, I'm looking to go back though.
Okay,
which is
good.
great.
Mm-hmm.
And then my major was, or still is, early childhood education. So I got my certification and my training to direct a couple of preschools here in town.
Okay.
So I did Child Care Network was my first director's position, and then I went over to Crossroad Academy, which is in Quincy, and then shortly after that, kids wasn't what they used to be, and so I needed to take a breather, and that's what I did. So I took a breather and went to my second, passion, which is fashion.
Right.
So I went over to Men's Warehouse.
Okay.
And then that's when another Boatman creation came along.
All right. Father of two.
Father of two. I have a son, I have a daughter, she'll be 10 July the 30th,
Okay.
which is the end of this month. And I have a son who is 9, which is 8.
Get those ages right, Daddy.
He's 8, he'll be 9 in October.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Okay, good.
her name is Caden and his name is Sire.
Excellent. All right. So another Boatman. Let's get to it.
Another Boatman creation was created at Men's Warehouse, actually. So coming in, working off a commission and getting people to buy suits. Don't want to consider myself as a salesman. I'm a consultant. So I
Leave it to the brother to change the name of his title.
Yeah, you have to. I don't never want them to think that I'm a salesman, that I just want your money. It's not. It has nothing to do with that. I want to make sure that you look to par. I want to make sure that you have your stuff together when you step out, whether you're going to a meeting, whether you're going to work, whether you're going to a wedding, a funeral, what have you. I want to be able to put that another Boatman creation touch with that. And so
Okay, consultant.
me coming in and changing somebody, because what they call is a closed-minded guy and an open-minded guy. Closed-minded is someone who comes in and say, I only wear dark suits, so I want a navy suit, I want a black suit, and that's it. Don't try to change my looks. And then you have an open-minded guy who's free to, I want you to dress me, I have no idea, or I do have an idea, but I'm an edgy guy, I just want whatever you give me. And so me coming in and having the ability to change somebody's perspective or idea or wardrobe of not wearing dark suits all the time to now stepping outside of the box to put on a medium gray suit or to put on a pink shirt or put on a lavender shirt is what excited me about my job or what I did at Men's Warehouse. And so of course, Men's Warehouse say you're gonna love the way you look. So with Another Boatman Creation, we change your look, change your mind, and change your style.
Okay.
Is what it is. And so doing that was great. I love changing people's mindset of how they look and wanted them to enhance how they look. And so that's what we did. We just did a little twist and put Another Boatman Creation on it.
Okay.
So,
But Another Boatman creation was more than just fashion, right?
yeah, it's more than just fashion.
Why
And
the
so,
sigh? Why the sigh?
well, because that's what it started out with, and later we'll get into why I sigh. But one of the reasons is because we do wardrobe consulting. We do Another Boatman Creation is personal styling, personal shopping, and so that's what they don't have here in Tallahassee. Someone who wants to dress better but don't have the ability is what I want to you want to call it. So that's why I step in and make it easy for you. You tell me what you want,
Right.
and I just go out and get it.
Okay.
And so we do Dress for Success, we do workshops and seminars, and then we also do closet organization.
Okay.
And so just kind of make it easy for a lot of people. And then once they get the hang of it, then they can go for themselves and do it on their own. But in the beginning, that's when we step in and we make it all easy for you, and all you have to do is just swipe your card. Yep.
Swipe your card.
Just swipe your card.
That's
you
it.
yay or nay it and swipe your card.
This is Nicole Everett. People often ask me, what makes a great conversation? I say active listening, honest exchange, genuine interest, and finding a common ground. Tune in to Conversations with Nicole and explore the pleasures and connection of great conversation.
Conversations with Nicole. Come and have a little talk with me. Conversations with Nicole. Come on and speak to me.
So how do we get to Kingsman?
How do we get to Kingsman?
The Kingsman Club.
The Kingsman's Club came about a year ago. And so
Has it only been a year?
It's only been a year.
Gosh, it seems like it's been longer than that.
Yeah, the 22nd would make it a year. I just did it last year.
Okay.
And so what happened was every year Another Boatman Creation do a tour drive or we do a back to school drive.
Right.
So we did the back to school drive. I felt like I didn't do enough. I wanted to do more. I didn't know what it was. School was about to begin, and I was like, I need something to do. I need to make it seem as if I accomplished my year like I did the year before. So I got with a couple of guys.
In the
Charles,
community.
in the community.
Right.
Yep. I got with a couple of guys, and they, I told them my vision and what I wanted to do. They say no more. We'll make it happen. I reached out to someone at Rickards High School, and I told them we wanted to come, and so they said, let's make it happen. So we got up 6:30, 5:30, and got a lot of guys who don't even roll over at 5:30.
Right.
To get them to come out. Of course, you were there.
Yeah, I was
Thank you
there
for your support.
doing some live.
But we
recording.
came out and we did a meet and greet with the students, guys and girls, and we kind of gave them the encouragement of, be your best, do your best. We're here to support. If you need us, we're here type deal. And that was it.
That was it.
So I thought.
No, you couldn't have thought that.
I really did.
Okay.
I really thought that I was going to come, and we were going to do it annually, and that was it. That there wasn't going to be a mentoring program. There wasn't going to be any follow-ups into the following year.
Okay.
But then I got parents, I got students, I got teachers and principals to call and inbox and email and say, hey, we heard about what you did. Tell me more about it so we can put our kid in your program. And I was like, well, there's no program. I don't know what you're talking about. They was like, well, you need to make one. And that's how we came about. So I spent from August to now a whole year putting Kingsman's Club out, letting them know what we do. We had a couple of students that we've already, had an encounter with. But this year, we're going full force with, and of course we went throughout the years. It wasn't a lot of us. It was 1 or 2 of us who went to different schools. We taught them how to tie ties, taught them how to do the bow ties.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some.
We did a little interaction, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
But still, don't
But
despise small
I
beginnings.
know. I just wanted to jump out there.
I know. Take
But
Tallahassee
yeah,
by
it does
storm,
take
right?
time to
It does.
make it effective. And so I had to step back and say, hey, let's get it all together. Let's bring it together, and then let's go out full force. So that's what we did for the whole year of 17 and 18. So beginning of 18, August the 13th, we're going to do it again. We're going to make it annually, annual, and then we're going to go outside of just Rickards.
So
High
going to the schools, welcoming the students,
Yes.
encouraging them.
And then we're going to grab some Kingsmen and kind of tutor them and kind of guide them throughout the year. We didn't do that last year. We just went and did a general presentation.
Okay.
This year we're going to pull kids and pick kids and have kids to come on board and have them to be a part of the Kingsmen's Club.
Okay.
And go from
So
there.
is Kingsman just for boys and men?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes.
And have
Because
you established what those processes are in terms of bringing onboarding men or boys or what have you? Okay.
So for the mentors, I call it a twofold, and I'm still trying to find another name for it.
Okay.
It's for young men and older men. So of course, it's centered around mentoring the younger guys, but it also is centered around older guys because we still need mentors. And so as we're mentoring them, we're mentoring ourselves, or we have older gentlemen to help us along the way. And so we meet once a month, and we kind of do like a man cave type deal where we shoot the breeze, talk about life, talk about being single, being divorced, being a single parent, being an entrepreneur. All of those things, wanted to become an entrepreneur. We talk about all of that, and we encourage them and push them as we push the younger guys as well. So,
and that's great.
It's
And
a full-
I'm gonna stop you right there because that's where I initially saw the beginnings of the Kingsmen. I think it was a group of you all that were at Level 8, just head around table and we're talking.
we did.
And you all just kind of video just having this
did.
open and honest dialogue,
We
and
did.
a lot of women
Yes, they
friends chimed in and
it was
said,
like, "Oh my God,
we need to see more of this. We need you all to get together and to talk and to heal and to nurture one
Yes.
another and to be
Yes.
there for each other." So
So
Yes.
all that came about, and the reason why I added the guys, as far as mentoring the older guys, is we suppress so much as young men, and we've never talked about it, or we don't know how to, and so we don't want our kids to be damaged. And not saying we are, but I feel like we can be further along in life if we just took the time to heal from some of the issues we had growing up, whether we had single parents, whether we were molested, whether we didn't have a father figure. All those things play a big part of who we are today.
They
and
do.
So
it does.
we want to be able to make sure that the kids have someone that they can confide in and not worried about, someone putting their business out on the streets or all this. The Kingsmen's Club is confidential. The older guys have to be fingerprinted so we can make sure that everybody is legit to be around the younger guys. And so we have an application. We have questions that we're asking them why they want to be a part of the Kingsmen's Club. No gain for them, but the real reason why you really want to be a part. No motives. We're not doing any of that. Of course, we're going to grow together. But for the most part, your first priority is the Kingsmen's Club and making sure that we see a young kid graduate and become better than what we are.
Great.
And so that's where we are with that.
That's excellent.
Yeah. I get teary-eyed about it. 'Cause,
The
it's a very
passion,
sensitive
the passion comes
subject,
through, but
yeah.
that's understandable,
Yeah,
you know,
so-
because, you know, a lot of people are hurt out there,
Mhm,
and men especially, you know, honestly, African American men.
Of course.
There's been a lot of trauma.
Yes.
You know, we see a lot in the media
A lot of
with
labels.
labels and what would appear to be profiling, and
right.
you know, black men are kind of endangered species of sorts.
We are, and I want it to be where I don't want people to say "woe is me" type deal. I don't want them to do the character of, well, you know, we black and this is the norm. I don't want that. I want to cut all that. That we can, if we come together as men, not just black men, but if we all come together as one, we can see the difference, or we can see the change. And so that's what I want to do. And I see a lot of posts on Facebook about, I just seen the kid with his pants down. Well, did you say anything to him? No, but you're on Facebook blasting them. So we have to start with us to help them along the way, because they don't know. They only do what they are taught and what they see. And so with this program, it's not just for the older gentleman, and it's not for the younger gentleman, it's for the parents as well. So we're going to have seminars and workshops for the parents on how to parent their kid, on how to interact with their kid, how to get inside their kid's heart and try to not where it's always, you know, rebuking them, that you rebuke them, but you give them love and show them why you're doing what you chastise them, and
Right.
you show them, or you tell them why you're doing what you're doing. It's not so much of, when we were growing up, it was do as you were
I
told.
say, not as I do.
Yep. And so now we have the millennials who don't understand that. You have to tell them why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
Explain. So we have to get, not that we have to get on their level, but we have to meet them where they are so we can bring them where they are.
About some of the best advice you've ever either given or received.
The best advice is what I mentioned earlier about, if you build, they will come. And that was one of the best that has stuck in my head. Having an organization, whether it's nonprofit or not, is very tedious. Trying to get people on board, trying to get people to see your vision. And so, like I said, the best advice is just for me to build it, and everybody will come. They will come long as it's legit, long as it's, you know, they're seeing
It's
a
quality.
change.
They
quality.
see your passion.
Yes.
They
Once
see-
they see all that, they're going to come. And I've got a good core group, but of course there are more that's needed. So yeah, that's the best advice I've gotten. The best advice I can give is to be you. And all that you do, be you. Be true to you.
Be true to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just what I've learned in this process.
Great advice. Great
And
advice.
it's me trying to be somebody else is not going to get you to where God wants you to be. And so now I've learned that being me and being who I am and embracing who I am has taken me further than trying to be something that I'm not.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So we're here at Nefertari's Fine Dining,
Yes,
and we're getting ready to eat.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So let's talk food. What's
Let's talk
your
food.
favorite food?
Favorite food?
Yeah, favorite type of food. Favorite food.
I have so many,
Do
but like
you?
my favorite like dish, and it's my daughter's as well. It's macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
It's smothered barbecue pork chop,
Smothered barbecue pork chops.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's squash.
Squash.
I love squash.
Do you?
Yeah, my mom, she likes, I don't know what she puts
She
in
hooks it up, huh?
She puts her foot in it, is what they call it.
She puts her foot in the
She
squash.
puts her foot in it, and
That's what-
it tastes so good.
That's why it tastes
she-
so good.
Yeah, she marinates it with onions and bell pepper, and then the
And that's your
squash, and just
favorite.
let it steam. And
Okay.
I can eat that all day.
So you got to get your mom to show your daughter how to make that.
Yes. Yes, most
Yes,
definitely.
of course,
Yes.
most definitely. All right, sounds like a plan.
So yeah,
Okay.
but that's my favorite
So
dish.
good,
So
comfort,
good.
Southern food.
It is.
All right,
all
good
day
deal.
long.
All right.
Yeah.
If you could describe your life as a spice or a flavor, what would it be?
It would be the complete seasoning.
The complete seasoning.
Yeah.
That would be you.
It would be me.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I say that because the complete you can use on anything. It's the ingredients you can put on fish, pork chop, chicken, vegetables, and so that's how I consider myself. Like I'm a trick of what is it?
A jack of
A
all
jack
trades.
of all trades is what I consider myself. So I'm a wardrobe consultant. I'm a mentor. I sew. I cook.
You sew?
Yeah, I sew.
Uh-huh.
With
What
Another
those-
Boatman Creation, we make lapel flowers and
Okay.
pocket squares and bow ties, which is something I've kind of put on the back burner because of the Kingsmen's Club, but definitely something I want to jump back on with
Okay.
the sewing. And so I do that, and I sing. I'm a minister at
Okay.
my church, so yeah, jack of all trades.
All right,
And that's how I
complete
look at it.
seasoning.
Complete seasoning. You got everything you need in one.
Sounds like that is the perfect
Yeah.
description for you.
I thank you. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, so tell me, what's the best thing about what you do?
The best thing
The
Oh, you gonna make me cry.
very best thing.
that I do,
The best thing about what you do, Mr. Complete Seasoning.
the best thing that I do
Best thing about what you do.
about what I do, seeing me help change the lives of others, especially the young ones. Seeing, making a change in their lives and seeing that they are excited about their next move. I think I answered your question, didn't I?
That's fine.
A little bit.
You don't want to get too deep.
I don't.
Okay, because we don't
'Cause
want you to cry.
Yeah, that's
All
why
right.
I'm trying to stay on the surface.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But yeah,
changing the lives of the young people.
changing the lives of the young ones. Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break right here. Stay tuned. Conversations with Nicole is proud to launch our new website featuring past episodes, information on collaborative events, partner opportunities, and more. Visit CWNMoments.com and discover how we are connecting the community through conversations. Again, that's CWNMoments.com.
Conversations with Nicole. Come and have a little talk with me.
Well, I want to thank you, Marvin, for being my guest today.
Well, thank you for having me. I enjoyed you.
Wonderful. So
Yes,
as you can see, our food is here, and that's all the conversations we have time for today. You see Marvin rubbing his hands
Good
over here.
bread, good meat.
Good bread, good meat.
Let's see.
Thank you for joining us on Conversations with Nicole, where we're connecting the community through conversations. We'll see you next time. All right. Here we go. So what'd you get?
The teriyaki.